Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Jestem Kark, a to jest Starfield. I tu kontynuujemy naszą niedokończoną misję z zeszłego odcinka. Mamy się tam do góry pospinać. Kto do nas strzela? I skąd?
Come on, let's finish this.
Tam jest.
Sure, I've got some time to kill.
Dobra. Zaraz tam ogarniemy temat. Spoko.
Practice shot.
Dobra. Gościu wyjaśniony. Tu, o, kredyciki, tak, naboje, tak. Chodź tu, Barret.
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
Dobra.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. I lock it down. Where else can you match wits for the highest stakes but here? Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of adrenaline, there's a part of you that belongs here. It happens to all of us. You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns on my side.
Co tu wybrać?
I do admit, having the co-CEO of Stroud Eklund in my office is quite the opportunity.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain, provided this unpleasantness was behind us.
Yes, I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. There is just the small matter of paying for the humiliation. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think It would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. If you wish, you will have the opportunity to tell him yourself, shortly.
Let the thief go with a sternly worded warning or get the authorities involved. Up to you.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
Just let him go.
Take
No
a
sense in more
break.
violence.
Let's chat.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
No dobra. Nic tu ciekawego nie ma? Jakiś pisemek? Czy coś?
Get out now.
Czynnik metaboliczny. O, tutaj.
Now.
Dobra, nie będziemy kraść.
I don't have time for you. You're not worth it.
Co, nie ma żadnych pisemek?
Target. Got to hit the alarm. Last mistake you'll make.
Czemu wy kuźwa do nas strzelacie? Kurde też...
This 1,000 times.
Nie, ale to tak nie miało być, nie? Dziwne, czemu oni mnie zaatakowali?
You're coming in just behind the executive elevators. I'll call the one on the far end, and you can walk right over the top.
You know, it's moments like this that really makes Neon the best place to do business. You steal what's mine. I trap you in the city. You infiltrate my office. Aren't you? In the back of your mind, through the tunnel vision of adrenaline, there's a part of you that belongs here. It happens to all of us. You have what's mine. I, indirectly, have what's yours. We are at a stalemate. Although I do count a few more guns. I do admit, having the co-CEO of Stroud Eklund in my office is quite the opportunity.
How are your quarterlies looking, Nicholas? Perhaps we can add Slayton Aerospace to our supply chain, provided this unpleasantness was behind us.
Yes, I think that could be a most beneficial exchange. There is just the small matter of paying for the humiliation. Mr. Musgrove, my former employee, and the thief responsible for our serendipitous meeting, was caught prior to your arrival. I think it would cement our new partnership if you were to decide on his sentence yourselves. If you wish, you will have the opportunity to tell him yourself, shortly.
Let the thief go with a sternly worded warning or get the authorities involved. Up to you.
My security brought Musgrove to my office. I'm sure seeing you again will be a fine conclusion to your previous business.
Sick game
Dusty.
Nicholas is playing.
Dusty.
Typical.
Let's talk.
We have an opportunity to spare a man's life. I know he probably wouldn't do the same for us, but that shouldn't matter.
No to idziemy, bo za chwilę znowu zaczną do nas strzelać czy coś. Ty co?
Oh no. You. Slayton really does have a sick sense of humor. "10 years working in aerospace engineering, and they laid me off. You damn right I stole that thing. They tell you if you have talent and commitment, you can go far. But the truth is, it's all about who steals the most and gets away with it." Slayton took it all. Probably in one of his secure accounts somewhere.
I'll settle up with him later. Arbitration, lawyers, all that nonsense.
Please, I was just trying to sell a product, okay? Isn't that why we're all here?
Be lenient. We were taking advantage of his initiative, after all, even if we have found ourselves working with the man he stole from.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But if I were you, I wouldn't expect leniency around here after this.
A rare moment of compassion for this city. Very well. I'll clear things up with the authorities. You're free to go.
Hey, stranger.
Let's talk more back
Let's
at the
chat
ship.
sometime, okay?
Z tobą jeszcze coś tu idzie gadać.
Never see me again.
No dobra. Z tobą?
This was a good meeting. Very productive.
Okej. To za dzieło sztuki. Spoko. Coś tu leży. Egzotyczna butelka, no fakt. A, kredyciki. He. Zapiszmy. Jak coś, to żeby nas nie ścigali, nie? Ale nie ma znaku złodziejstwa, nie? No, czyli kredycikami można się częstować. A co tu mamy? No to jeszcze raz zapiszmy. O. Okej. No, jakieś tajne substancje. Całkiem ciekawy. A jakie mam obciążenie? 147. No kasiora z niego fajno, nie? No to... Dobra. No to... Ciśniemy. Aha. Tu już nie, to już jak kradziejstwo. Czyli... A tu? O panie, co tu się działo? Mhm. Dobra. Tu co? O, kontrabanda. No ale ci za mną łażą, to nie za dobrze.
We'll talk back at the ship.
Tu nie ma, żeby zaczekał. No dobra, to idziemy, no cóż. Szkoda, bo fajna by była kontrabanda. A jak temu powiemy, żeby zaczekał?
Exploring the galaxy with you by day, investigating the mysterious legal...
Dobra.
Vasco never appreciated my humor that much. I was just remembering how I'd pour my heart out to Vasco so many times. I told him all about Irvin. He showed me a chart of how sad I should expect to feel. Sure, folks from the lodge, folks from my past. I've got friends when and where I need them. But traveling with you has been different. We're more of a team. It feels stronger.
Ty mnie, gościu, nie podrywaj tutaj.
Why not? Trust me, I've talked to way less sentient humans before. Vasco's just fine for most conversations. He was really hoping the visual presentation would help. It did not. Oh, he's not so simple, actually. He wanted me to work on a social ritual algorithm with him, believe it or not. Anyway, I'm glad you're here right now because we have things to discuss about Irvin's case. I heard back from my contact. They looked into Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Looks like they paid off the judge. And that's not all. My contact really came through for us. Turns out the witness was threatened until he withdrew his testimony. And thanks to our contact, we now have the receipts. No, my contact does for now. I trust them. We worked together a long time ago. And it depends on what I want to do with all the proof. If anything. Bank transactions. A precise amount was transferred to the judge only the day before the ruling. My contact has an audio log with the identity of the speaker verified, time-stamped, everything. I'm glad you're confident already. I'm not, though. I'm worried we don't have enough evidence to go up against a massive corporation like that. So I know a cyber runner who has accessed corporate archives before. They can dig into the classified archives before we go to a lawyer. We can pay extra for them to use less legal methods to obtain information, but that adds risk. I'll cover any costs for bribes or fines that go over that amount. Depending on what they find out, it might be time to talk to a lawyer. I'll see if I can find one. Whew. Taking on Hephaestus isn't going to be easy. And I say this as someone who's fought the Crimson Fleet. Maybe I should study up on the art of cross-examination. Might come in handy at the trial.
Okej.
That's solid advice. Know your actual limitations, and not the ones granted to you by a mysterious superpower. Anyway, let's go adventure while we wait on the cyber runner to get back to us.
Okej.
Sorry, I was lost in a memory for a moment there. How can I help? You
Dobra,
got it.
zaczekaj tu chwilę. Czekaj. Wróci. Kuźwa, ten lato za mną. Ten nie może poczekać.
With this one. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And
No dobra, no to już wiemy, już nie o to mi chodzi.
you're representing all of us out there.
Dobra. F5. Dawaj. Te dwa. Te trzy też pasują. Pojedynczy. Ten też pasuje. Pojedynczy i podwójny.
Aha!
No dobra.
Open! The suspense is killing me.
Co on powiedział? A dobra. Zaatakują nas. A na razie wszyscy żyją.
I'm beyond ready, Dusty.
No. No to dawaj. Co tu jest? Gdzie my jesteśmy? Dobra. To kichać. To otwórz. A to co? Drzwi zamknięte. To są pokoje tego... Dobra. A nie, no to jest jakiś tutaj...
This is the private office.
Dobra.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Nie powinno mnie tutaj być? No nie powinno.
Just
A ty?
leave, okay?
A co ciebie się stało tutaj? Się wkomponowałaś jakoś w tym. Ja cię kicham.
This is the private office.
Dobra. No ale dobra, no to jak my tu mamy zejść? O panie.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Autoryzowany personel.
One giant leap for humankind.
Ja my tu łazimy. No gdzieś tam, nie? Ale jak się stąd wychodzi?
Get going. Mr. Slayton is done with you.
Dobra. Tu? Wybierz piętro. Niebiański apartament zastrzeżony. Aha.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
A co my mamy zrobić? Wszystko, co można kupić, idź na statek. No, i co później? Aha, czyli wracamy do loży, okej. No to jeszcze musimy naszą kontrabandę sprzedać.
Hey, nobody stuck with that person.
Speak with me only if you have what it takes to do track work.
A ciekawe, czy tu by się nie dało tej kontrabandy sprzedać, no ale... Może nie ryzykujmy. Mocno jestem przeciążony? No mocno. Czekaj, no jeszcze raz.
I don't mind living exclusively on the front.
Okej. Batmany, chodźcie.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is a charge.
Dobra. Nasz pasi brzuch. Nie ma wasku, nikt nas nie wita.
Welcome aboard. Find your seats, stow your belongings.
Właśnie, schować bagaży. Super. Ile nasze ładownie? No, ma dużo miejsca. Ekwipunek. Plecaki. Tego można wrzucić do ładowni. Tu ma 8. No to mnie tak przeciążyło. Dobra. Okej. I tu nasze różne okej. Cyfry. No to lecimy.
Deal with a man who
What was it like?
Terrible, terrible. I guess terrible. We can call that a win. You stay away from that stuff, Thor. Trust me, it's the worst. I agree. This life suits both of us, don't you think? All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
Trochęśmy dostali. Dobra, no to teraz tak. Mapka. Tam nie idzie. Dobra, odleć.
Time to join the stars.
Nothing like hitting orbit.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Co to jest?
That's not any type of ship I recognize.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
please? What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it. We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to stall for time.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact. The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. We'll get through this. Hold on.
Ja pierdzielę, nie? To jest zabójcze, nie? Jest ten... Wolf. Nie. Nie Wolf. Lunara. Kurde, gdzie jest to gwiazda? Bezel. Wego. Tylko nie wiem, czy tu skanują. Bo jak skanują, to mamy problem. Dobra, dawaj.
know about you, but I've never heard of these stars. Circulation part of my brain is in overdrive. You need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data off the ship's sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Right. Back to the lodge first, then review the data second. And then we'll consider the ultimate mysteries of the universe right after that. No
We should
pressure.
have a word free, so when you have the time, could we talk?
Kurde, wszyscy mówią naraz. Porozmawiaj z Andreą. Dobra, za chwilę. Silniki stop. Okej. Silniki stop. Gdzie jest ta... Gdzie to było, te legowisko? Nikola, Lunara. No tu nie. Tu nie. Syriusz i Szczeniak. Kurde, gdzie jest to? No wszędzie chcę wykonać skok, ale to... A na Jaffie? No też nie. Kurczę. Zapomniałem. To też nie. A tu co jest? Aha, my jesteśmy na Wedze. No tu jest legowisko, jednak we Wolfie, no. Dobra, dajesz.
Wrap drive spinning down. Systems green.
Okej. Ciśniemy. Kurde, mamy słabo ta szybkość. Okej.
You might want this.
Dobra, idziemy pohandlować.
Hard to believe this place is still intact.
Chodź tu.
The military is nothing if not resilient.
Czemu wszyscy mówią naraz?
You won't find a better offer on the station.
No to dawaj, dawaj. To w różnych? No. Łopanie, ale cena spadła. Kurde. Aha, no właśnie. Dobra. To... No musimy przeczekać, musimy naszą kontrabandę sprzedać, nie? Nie ma opcji. Na cięcie jesteśmy, żeby... Jeszcze bez zakłócacza, no kurde. Szkoda, że tego nie idzie jakoś przyspieszyć. Może idzie? A? Zadziałało czy przerwało? Dawaj. Chodź tu.
If there's anything I can do for you, please. Certainly.
No, wow, odświeżone, dobra. Z ładowni statku różne. Dwie sztuki, nie. No ale tak musimy czekać, nie? Dobra, nie będziemy tracić. To jeszcze i tak 4 kafelki, nie? No idziemy.
Mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through.
No i ciekawe. Minęły te dwie doby, czy nie? Chodź tu.
How may the trade may I be of service? You won't find a better offer on the station.
No nie minęło, to się przerwało jednak. To się przerwało. Więc jednak trzeba siedzieć na tym krześle. Nie ma zmiłuj. Jak to jest anuluj? Dobra.
It's a little surprising, isn't it?
No, klikaj, kurczę. Siedzimy i czekamy, kurde. Zamiast misję wypełniać.
Out out here on the edge of UC space. But it's just so quiet. I try not to trade in gossip, but if you have any verifiable information, I'm all ears. It's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge. Why, certainly. The Settled Systems News Network.
Aha, już żeśmy rozmawiali, to jest dziennikarz.
Farewell, then.
You have a nice day now.
Good to see you. Certainly.
No. Dobra, plecaczek. Ja nie wiem, to mam dużo, kurde. Dobra, bo to dużo zżyra. Aha, bo to są plecaki. Kameleonowy. Materiał ozdobny. Kurwa. Dlaczego się używał paczka kawy, kurwa? Przechłodzony magnes. Dobra, kichać. No i tu mamy co? No dobra, to ciśniemy tu. Jeszcze po drodze tam w drobnych trzeba porozmawiać z tą naszą.
Like we've been gone forever.
Hello.
Z Andreją.
We have not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was? Nor I suspect anyone else who has ever lived. Is that presuming too much? Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights? It is hard to argue, but the implications... I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects? How can any of us know what will happen? This is the definition of unprecedented, is it not? A cynical person might suggest that in itself could be a side effect. But for now, we will just assume you have been very fortunate. The artifacts, that temple, this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized.
No tak.
You are right. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
No.
Yes?
A co ty masz tam, Andrea, na wyposażeniu?
Shouldering my share of a heavy load.
No dobra.
Is that it then?
No. Już. Morgan.
Now that we have a moment, I wanted to ask how you're feeling. After your experience at the temple, you've given everyone at the lodge quite a scare. Why am I concerned? Let's think for a moment. Ah, yes. It isn't exactly an everyday occurrence to stumble across a mysterious temple and absorb some type of strange alien energy from within. I find that to be rather surprising. According to what I've heard, your body absorbed an almost unquantifiable amount of energy of a type we can't even begin to understand. We're dealing with something unknown to modern science. Who knows how this encounter has affected your body or your mind? Well, good. I'm pleased to hear that. That temple proves we're dealing with entities of unknown origin. The problem is that we can't even begin to guess what their intention was towards us and where they've gone. It's a possibility I've considered, but I'm not 100% convinced. The only thing we can be certain of is that the technology we've encountered points to beings that live outside the settled systems. Perhaps that's true, or perhaps you were simply quite lucky. It's just that... Oh, I'm afraid that we're flying almost completely blind here. All we know for certain at this point is that whoever created the artifacts are the same beings that built the temple. Anything else is just guesswork. I might as well put on a blindfold and toss darts at theories written on the wall.
No niby tak.
As far as constellation's concerned, you're the first human we're aware of that's ever encountered one of these places. Now, whether you consider that lucky or not, that's another matter entirely. Oh, believe me, this is positively exhilarating. Think about the significance of this research. The questions it raises alone are mind-boggling. Who was this wondrous structure built to accommodate? How long ago did these entities inhabit our universe? Are they still out there, somewhere? Perhaps. We'll need more data to be sure. It's funny. I used to think the artifacts were the end-all be-all of scientific discovery. The pinnacle mystery of our time. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine it would lead to something of this magnitude. I just hope that you'll come through this, whatever it is, unharmed. Well, yes, of course you are. I was speaking of the power you acquired. This is all scientifically speaking, of course. Look, I've already taken up too much of your time. All I can do is promise that I'm not going to make you deal with this mystery alone. Whatever might be happening, I'll be right here to help you every step of the way.
Okay, Sarah Morgan. No dobra, no to zasuwamy do konstelacji, tak? No co jest? No to ciśniemy.
New Atlantis. I've spent a lot of time here. It's safe, clean, comfortable. You know, all good reasons to leave and explore wildly hostile worlds.
Dobra. Chłopie, ty mnie tu zagadujesz. Ale dalej poznamy przygody naszego bohatera już w kolejnym odcinku. A tymczasem dzięki za oglądanie, dzięki, że jesteście i trzymajcie się do kolejnego odcinka. Cześć!